Coach, thank you for taking time with us after the match, especially a heartbreaking 5-setter. It seemed like, from my standpoint, that you guys really shot yourself in the foot more than what Long Beach State was doing to you. Can you comment on that?
Well, I think in general, both sides of the net were better than they were last time we played. I think when we played at Long Beach, and I talked to Alan about it beforehand too, it wasn't very good volleyball on either side. So tonight, I agree that we shot ourselves in the foot lots of times, but I think Long Beach played a much better volleyball game, and I think in a lot of ways we did too. You're right, our service game was frustrating tonight. You'd like to be able to serve better in your own gym. We had our season high in terms of errors. It's really unfortunate, obviously, when you lose a tight match. You know, we want our guys to be aggressive, but I think sometimes when we make some errors, we don't know exactly how to get back to that same serve that we have when we train. I think we get a little hesitant, and sometimes that causes just as many errors as it does when we're serving at our best. And so, I don't know, we'll have to look at it, continue to train it, and like everything else in our game this season, we're just going to have to try and get a little bit better every day.
It seemed like, especially tonight, there was some inconsistency. Did well in the first set, did pretty good in the fourth set, but in between, I guess the team just did not do as well. Can you comment on that inconsistency from your team?
That inconsistency has really been there all season. This team has some high-end potential. They've shown some great volleyball in stretches, and we just haven't been able to play that level consistently enough, and we saw that here tonight as well. I think each set kind of had its own reason why we lost. So we have to kind of look at each one of those things and get into the gym and try and fix it.
And Hatch Hessenauer set career highs in kills, and Hessenauer had a season high in digs, and Smith had a career high in assists. Can you comment on their performances?
Well, JT is certainly such a crafty player. He plays with a total game that is beyond his years. His ability to shot select and get himself out of trouble is, I think, one of the best I've seen in the league, really. And obviously, Hessenauer continues to get better. We've given him a lot of opportunities. He continues to improve. He works very hard. Tonight, I thought, was a great match. He hit over 300, and if he can hit over 300 and stuff a couple balls and serve like he's capable of serving, he's always actually brought a really nice defensive game in the backcourt, so he touches the ball pretty well. So it's encouraging to see that we have some young guys that are coming up and continuing to get better.
And finally, can you take us into next week, how you're going to prepare the team, especially being in the 10th week of a quarter system? How are you preparing them to balance their studies versus practice?
Yeah, it's a really interesting question. I think each school, semester versus quarter, has its own ebbs and flows of the season, and certainly this is an ebb for us, energy-wise, fatigue. You can see that, and fortunately we're playing a team that might be in the same situation. So, I think that's hopeful for us, that we're playing a team that is going into a finals as well too. It's just about our guys understanding how to manage their time. Maybe our young guys understand how hard you need to study even early in the quarter, so you get to this point and you're not distracted by your studies, and you can focus on your game when you get to the gym. And I don't think we're really at that point yet. So hopefully we'll give them some time to study, and we'll take advantage of our opportunity to train for a week and learn from this and get better.
Well, thank you for taking time with us, especially after the loss, and all the best the rest of the season.
Thanks, appreciate it.